What's going on, ladies and gents? Fredo knows best. Driving through New York City in a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. So we definitely gotta be out here, gentlemen, getting this money. A lot of you guys are living off women. Stupid move. That's not the wave right there. That's a cornball wave. Get out here and make your own money. You see what I'm saying? Stop depending on women for this money. They do not respect that. They do not respect you, and you're just making yourself look foolish. So definitely just switch it up. Get your money up. You see what I'm saying? Stop begging, stop asking. I see you guys asking women. I see you guys asking women for money, looking like sad little puppy dogs. You look ridiculous, but that's just a whole other story, right? Let me get back to the point. The point is, these apps. You got Tinder, swipe right, swipe left. You got Bumble. The women do the choosing, which to me, very stupid move, because men are the hunters. I don't even know why they would even do that. It doesn't make any sense to me, right? You got Happen. You happen to pass by someone. If you guys like each other, it could work out. You can start sending messages. That's decent. But even though, like, right now, I just left Manhattan. I'm in Brooklyn. So if I happen to pass somebody in Manhattan, now I'm trying to communicate with them. They're just like, hey, where do you live? Oh, I live in Coney Island, Brooklyn. Oh, I'm in Upper East Side, Manhattan. That's like a nice trip to take on a train, especially nowadays. If you don't have a car in New York City, you don't really need one. But that's a trip. And even if you do have a car, right now I'm in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So it makes no sense, right? Anyway, that's another story. Then you got apps like Lava Life, or ultimately you could pick intimate encounters, dating, or relationship, which is decent. But you have a woman that's in dating or relationship, but she knows she wants to be an intimate encounter. Men, we put ourselves in intimate encounter. Let's say we just trying to get laid. The woman says, oh, don't contact me because you're an intimate encounter. That's not what I'm looking for. And then you switch it up, you put it in dating, you catch that same woman, and now she's talking about, hey, you want to come over? It makes no sense. You're an idiot. Stop fronting. Stop perpetrating. You see what I'm saying? Women, keep it real. Especially in places like New York, LA. You got some flaky, fake women. It's sad. So that's just a whole other story. New York has definitely infected the other states. A lot of these other states that used to be more carefree have been infected by a New York mentality, and it's sad. Get back to the way it used to be. People, please get back to the way it used to be, because it's becoming very sad. Anyway, as I digress, you got these apps that you take your time out, create a lovely profile as a man. Hey, I'm from Harvard, I'm from Yale, I do this, I make this much money a year, and this and that, and whatever the case may be. And you got a woman, her profile got 3 words: I get money. Or you see occupation, it'll say something like self-employed, I do my thing, whatever the case may be. Ladies, when you put that, you know what us guys think? We think, hey, she's a stripper, she's an escort, she's a prostitute. That's what we think. That's what we come to our conclusion, like, oh, look at this escort right here. And that's automatically when you say stuff like that, or you're some kind of pusher or something. That's what we think. So understand that, ladies. Whenever you say that, that's what goes through our minds. You know what I mean? So stop that madness. It's foolish. You look stupid. Stop doing it, right? Anyway, then you create all these profiles. Then you got the ladies that have about 80,000. They got about 80,000 messages and whatnot, and you come in, 15,000 in the queue, and ultimately from there you expect her to just respond quickly. That's not gonna happen. So ladies, when you see a guy in the first or second message leaving you their number, it's not because they're thirsty. It's because we're tired of dealing with the bull crap. We're tired of having to go through the whole motions of going back and forth, taking you 12 years to respond, and then when you respond, we done said some philosophical shit, and you respond to, hey, what's up, or hey, you know, it makes no sense. That's the dumbest thing ever. And it leads me to the next thing I gotta say. Women are becoming brainless. TV brains. They don't have any type of conversation skills, and they want men to entertain them like we're Bozo the Clown. We're not Bozo the Clown. We're not juggling. It's not a juggling act. If I say, hey, I grew up in Brooklyn and I loved watching, you know, The Cosby Show growing up, it should lead your mind to say, oh, you like The Cosby Show? I liked Married with Children, or I like A Different World, or I like whatever other show it was out there. You see what I'm saying? It links, one conversation links to the next. But when you have no rebuttal for what I've just said, it just makes us feel like, oh my God, let me just get laid. You got big tits, can we have sex? I want to be on you like I'm on my Ron Jeremy shit. You know what I mean? And it makes no sense. So wisen up, read a book again, do something. If you only know about, you know, the Wives of Hollywood or all these stupid shows that are brainless, that no one in your circle lives like that, you see what I'm saying? Come on, that's just another story. Let me not go on a rant with that. Anyway, so you got all these messages that these ladies are getting. They're picking and choosing. Guys, and if you finally do get a date with these women, they end up, most of the time, just wanting you to take them out. They want to drink, eat, and leave. A lot of times they'll go and they'll be talking to the next guy. And I say that because a lot of times I am the next guy, which is probably why, you know, I'm getting bad karma anyway. But they'll say, hey, I'm here with this guy. He's a cornball. I don't even know why I'm over here. And you know what I tell them? Listen, drink up his liquor, eat up the food at the restaurant, and then come see me afterwards. Have him pay for your Uber. And it brings me to my next point. These women will go on a regular basis with themselves or with their friends, their girlfriends, to a dive bar, get a $6 Pabst in a shot or a Tall Boy in a shot, right? The cheapest drinks you can get. But then when they're with you, they want to get Patron, $15, $16, Hennessy shots, $14. They want to get Long Island iced teas. They want to get this. They want to get that. They're buying, chicken cordon bleu, or, lobsters and this. And then they're not even eating everything. They're getting it to go. They're eating a bite or two, and they're saying, oh, I'm watching my figure. I'll eat it later. Can we get it to go? You just came for a free meal. This is why men have, and then the ladies say, oh, men is just want pussy. Well, you just want food. So, come on. And then you're spending, gentlemen, you're spending so much money. I've watched some of my friends empty the bank on these women and get nothing. Leave and just talk about, oh, these women just did this, that, and the third. Listen, you did it to yourself. You see what I'm saying? If you see that you're spending $200, $300 on a date and it's going nowhere, you might as well have gone to see an escort. Because most of these women are escorting anyway, and they're on Backpage anyway. Or the new escort is, oh, I want to sleep with you. I want to see you, but I need money for my bills, and my bills are not paid right now. So I'm not even feeling like doing anything. So you're telling me if I give you $40, $50 for your bill, you're gonna sleep with me. So you're the new wave escort. But that's another story. That's another post. And I'll talk about that later. So, that's neither here nor there and whatnot. So I tell guys to really think twice. If you're looking for a woman, go to Google, type in free events, go to a poetry reading, go to wine and cheese tasting. I just went to a wine and cheese tasting. Some beautiful women over there. You see what I'm saying? And then another thing, if you're a man of color in a place like New York City, right? LA is different. You know, LA is different. West Coast is different. But if you're in a place like New York City where you got a couple of race issues here and there, it's not as blatant as certain other states, but you know, a lot of white women aren't jumping into the laps of black men. Even though they might want to, they aren't doing it. Why? Because of what their friends are gonna think, their parents are gonna think. So if you do find yourself engaging with one of them, they're usually blaming it on a goose, blaming it on a Henny, which means they're trying to get intoxicated first so they could say, oh, I was drunk and that's why it happened. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all women, but this is the majority of women that are like that. You know what I mean? So you have to really look at in that aspect when it comes to white and Asian women on that sense. So, you know, it's a whole different ball game. So if you're trying to focus on white women, or if you're a guy that came from like upstate New York or West Coast and you're used to getting that when you come to New York, it's not really going down like that. Unless you're on your Carlton Banks or you're in a whole different wave, then yeah, that's gonna happen. And I'm not saying you're not gonna get these women, and it's not every woman, like I said, but the majority of cases is not going down. So I want you guys to really understand that when you're trying to engage in, you know, other demographics of women. Even Latinas, you know, it's not necessarily going down like that. It's, you know, race issues definitely take place, and it's something to really think about when you're on these apps. So if you're looking to really find something of substance on these apps, I don't really see it happening. Definitely go to free events, Google it, see what's going on in your city, and it could ultimately help you out from there. But other than that, I tell you, gentlemen, it's for women, it's not for men. If anybody understands what I'm talking about, message me. If anybody disagrees, make a comment. And I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of people disagreeing and agreeing, but it is what it is. I'm ready for the heat. Anyway, this is Fredo Knows Best. I just got back to where I gotta be. I love you all. Stay blessed.